Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. And guys, listen, be afraid for what is coming in the United Kingdom, in the world, in the global sphere of things. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the artificial intelligence takeover. And I'm going to give you guys the exact dates I believe the Summer of Carnage is going to start in the United Kingdom. Not only that, I'm going to tell you the exact city that this is going to start in the United Kingdom and the date. So guys, for that information, can you guys do me a little favor real quick and just click the buttons down below, the like, the subscribe, and the bell notification, so you guys don't miss any of this, the juicy goss that I'm giving you guys. So where do we start? Artificial intelligence takeover or the Summer of Carnage in the United Kingdom? And of course, we've got this new rumors or legislation that's going to be passed about council tax increase 25%. We'll go with artificial intelligence first then. So overnight or yesterday, I think, China released a new artificial intelligence startup called DeepSeek. Is it DeepSeek? Now, this has shocked everyone because it's just... I don't want to use the word inflammatory, but it's blown, ChatGPT out the water. So what do we think is going to happen now? Do we think, A, the Americans are going to say, oh, well, that's fine. China are just the guys with AI now. Or do you think the Americans are going to go, right, we need more money, more investment, more time, more drive, more effort into artificial intelligence? If you've been following this channel, I don't believe that anything good comes from artificial intelligence. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am. Maybe I've just watched Terminator and, cyberpunk movies, and what's the other one? iRobot, and maybe I've just watched those and thought they were too scary. But anyway, guys, listen, this artificial intelligence takeover, that is coming up right now, you can see it actually happening. There's I'll put these links in the articles. I'll put these links in the description. Now, there's a part on the Batman movie where I think I can't remember who says it, but it's the first Batman Begins with Christian Bale. And it's the woman, actually, Rachel. And she says, it's not who we are that defines us, but what we do. And this is exactly what we should focus on right now. Doesn't matter what people say. It's not what the politicians are saying that defines them. It's what they do. So Donald Trump, a couple of days ago, announced a $500 billion investment into artificial intelligence. Like a couple of weeks before that, the United Kingdom said they wanted to be the world's first artificial intelligence superpower. So you can see there's this there's this drive for encouraging, developing, and using artificial intelligence. Listen, I watched the Hunger Games. I've never actually watched the first episode. I watched the first episode of the Hunger Games, I think it was Saturday night. And that is absolutely terrifying. You can actually see now a way that this could happen, where humanity, people, in the so-called developed world, are in these 15-minute cities, and you're not allowed to move out the 15-minute cities. And there's like an artificial intelligence gate protection, so just where you go to the gate, the exit point, and there is a camera, and it looks at your face, and it says, right, okay, well, that's Raven. Raven's not been doing good this week. Raven's not put his bins out. Raven's not done this. Guess what? Raven's not allowed to leave. And that will be it. And we will be controlled and monitored and used by artificial intelligence. Listen, and the more I look at these things, we could actually be moving into some sort of cyberpunk dystopian world. And I think, I used to give the analogies. What apocalypse are we moving into? Are we moving into like a Mad Max apocalypse? Are we moving into a cyberpunk? What's the world with Harrison Ford? That movie, I can't remember it. Sort of a cyberpunk dystopia. But the more I'm thinking about this, the more I think we could be actually moving into a Matrix dystopia. But anyway, guys, listen, artificial intelligence, as far as I'm concerned, nothing good comes from artificial intelligence. So what's been happening in the UK then? Well, most recently, there's been a council tax crisis as 4 million households could face rate hikes up to 5 times the legal limit. So how are the government managing to raise council tax 5 times above the legal limit? Well, apparently there's a loophole. So let me share this article. In fact, no, I won't, because there's too many ads in the article. I'll put the link in the description. More than 4 million households across England are facing council tax increases of up to 5 times the legal limit, as struggling local authorities exploit a loophole to address financial shortfalls. I mean, I, for one, could think of a very good way how we could bring down council spending. Just stop putting people in hotels. Stop all this funding on this woke agenda. Overall, 8 councillors are proposing dramatic rises ranging from 9.9%, 9.99%, so basically 10%, to 25% from April. Guys, you cannot believe this. And on the other platform, I've done a couple of videos about this, so this will be the first video on this platform. When I'm right now, everything I'm seeing is moving towards the same direction. Far exceeding the standard 4.9% maximum allowed under government rules. So the loophole is, as I understand it, if the government files for bankruptcy with I think it's I believe it's a section, let me see if it's in here. I believe it's a section 114. Yeah, here it is. I actually remembered that, and then it's here. Right, so these are, I'll just read it here. These extraordinary rises are possible through councils threatening to issue a section 114 notice, effectively declaring bankruptcy, which allows them to bypass normal restrictions with ministerial approval. So basically what they're doing is they're saying, the local councils, and I don't think there's a list here. No, there's not a list of them, although there may be a list now. The local councils are going to say, listen, we're bankrupt, because we're bankrupt, we can raise our council tax to whatever we want. Guys, listen, the summer of carnage 2025 is coming. Now, the date I've given for the summer of carnage to start in the United Kingdom is the 4th of July in Cardiff. Now, that particular temporal moment is when that's the first date of the Oasis concert. Now, a couple of weeks back when I started talking about this, and I started talking about we're moving forwards and how things are unfolding in the United Kingdom, everything now is feeding into that same narrative. So let's just look at the situation that that the United Kingdom will be in at that point in time. More taxes, inevitably. More businesses going bust. There was an article out last week or maybe the week before saying 67% of all retailers are going to have to raise their prices. And all this is going to come around on the 1st of April. So 1st of April, 2nd of April, you're going to start to see mass unemployment. You're going to start to see people losing their homes, people just having absolutely nothing. And then you're going to see people then who've paid into the tax system all their life and through no fault of their own, literally through no fault of their own, actually through government incompetencies. And I've done many videos and told you why we're in this situation, and it's international investment. So through no fault of any, so people will be looking at being homeless without a job, and this will all be through no fault of their own. What do you do if the company you've worked for 5, 10, 15 years goes bust, and you rely on that company to pay your rent, pay your bills? What do? You go to the government, and the government will give you a little bit of money that won't meet those bills. So guess what? You're going to have to give up your house. You're going to have to sell your house. You're going to have to move out of your apartment, your flat, what if you're renting. And this is going to force people onto the streets. Guys, it is coming. Please, if you don't think this is coming, put it in the comments. And now we've got this, this government, again, tax hike. Remember how, like, when I was doing videos and people were saying, "Oh, Sean, that had never happened. It would be against this sort of protocol." And I said, "Yeah, do you know what? If the government want to do something, they'll fudge the rules," which then gives me the question: why haven't the government stopped these boats coming over to the United Kingdom? Because if they want to do it, they will fudge the rules and they will make it happen. The reason they've not stopped the boats is because they don't want to stop the boats. Anyway. So that's going to be the situation on the ground in the United Kingdom. People are going to be looking at these hotels and thinking, wow, do you know what? Those guys have got no worries. They've got 3 meals a day. They've got a roof over their heads. They've got a little bit of pocket money, you know, and my tax money and I'm unemployed now and I've lost my home. My tax money paid that and I'm not getting, and nobody's looking after me. That's where people are going to be. There's going to be more information about these gangs. There's going to be more information about, well, allegedly, potentially, there'll be more information about how local government dealt with these. You guys can read between the lines. People will be angry. And then you're going to get at this Oasis concert, who goes to these Oasis concerts? What demographic of people are going to go to those Oasis concerts? They're going to be all out on the streets, all together. There's going to be, you know, maybe 100,000 people in Cardiff for this concert. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm speculating now that that is going to be where you're going to see the first skirmishes that are going to lead towards the Summer of Carnage in the United Kingdom, and the police will be overwhelmed. Guys, I want to keep this video short because I do want to get out today. I do want to get out and make an improvised shelter because it is raining today. Yesterday, I cooked on, I did some cooking on some wood on the other platform. But guys, if you've not done so already, please like, subscribe, share. Get this message out because the Summer of Carnage is coming in the United Kingdom. An artificial intelligence takeover is here. Guys, I'm going to Max Grid and I'll get you guys another video later.